All right, now I am going to show you how to draw trend lines for your individual company. And the trend lines are important because we're looking for violations. Remember the rules. If my eyes trust my eyes, if I see an uptrend, I'm connecting the two low prices. If I see a downtrend, I'm connecting two high prices. I'll go to the first one, which is a 10-year chart. I'll let you look at that for a little bit. My eyes see up. So go to my line here. I'm going to make sure I got line. Doesn't seem that I got line now. I have line. All right. And I'm just going to lay that out here like this. And I'm just going to take it out into the future as always. Again, I like my line to be bigger and it looks like it's an uptrend. So I'm making it green. So then I can just adjust the line. Okay. I can say this low here, right? And then you can go like this here and you can say, therefore, it hasn't made any changes, right? But I don't think that that's necessarily true. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up to this low rate here. I like that low rate there. Even though I'm cutting off this bottom, this is where I want to be. This is the really important part of where I need to be. So in the overall trend of the company, in the overall trend, I see a violation. So I'm going to go to shapes, make it a circle, put the circle right there. And then I'm going to make it transparent so I can see through it. I'll make the lines 3. And then I want to highlight the fact that this is what I'm doing here in 2020, in the beginning of 2020, the trend was up, but now I can see Bank of America has a violation. It broke through the trend line. It's struggling to get it back above the green line, but once it breaks through that trend line, that means we have a new trend. So this is for 10 years for Bank of America. When I go to the 1-year chart, I start furthest out and then I get a little bit closer, more focused. I can see that violation and I get to be a little bit more focused on it. So here, all right, this is where I clearly see that violation. I need to make sure I have a line. It's right here. We've already done this before. I'm going to connect some lows. Right now, because it's an uptrend, I'm connecting highs. That looks good. That looks good. Dropping that in there, making it red. Okay, so here I clearly see there's a violation. We saw that it's confirmed. This violation here, this trend. When I go to the 1 year, I can see that it was clearly a change in a trend. The violation is right here where it broke through the line. I'll highlight that, make that. I'll even go a little crazy. I'll even add an arrow for the violation right here. This is where the violation occurred. Right there is an entry signal for me. I'll make that as a green, as a signal to buy because I see that I'm in a new trend and I'm going to make that a buy. So if I was using Bank of America, I should have been buying Bank of America in April. When I look at the new trend, so if I have a new trend, I have a new trend line, right? So now I have a new trend line, bring that out, move that up, just draw the line, and then, okay, so now it's an uptrend, so I'm connecting lows, and I can see that it's been pretty choppy. I want to make that green. We almost had a violation here. It was trending in this direction. And then this is what is known as a resistance. It gets to the trend line, broke through, but didn't really. There's no confirmation of a new trend yet. It hadn't completely broken through the line, very close. But then it gapped up. Usually when there's a gap in here, that means it's gapped up. So it was in trending around the 24. Now it's gapped up to 28. And we have still confirmation of this trend. So it's hit 28 in between 28 or $29 twice now, once in June and again once in November. So that's what I would look at for the new trend, confirming the new trend for Bank of America. Now here is the 6-month graph. So I'm just getting a little bit closer. Every single time it's like using a microscope, I'm getting closer and closer and closer. So I see this 6 months, it's not so much. Leave it there. I'll take it here. Still an uptrend. Still an uptrend. Okay. I'll even bring it to this one here. I'm making it this low right here. Again, uptrend, you're connecting lows. Downtrend, you're connecting highs. Make it that, still green. So I've gapped up. I'm looking now as I project out into the future. This is why I draw the line here. I'm looking at the stock is slowly trending upward. If it stays like this, that's good. If it moves down, breaks through the line, then that would be a signal for me to sell. Uh, Current market trend for Bank of America is up. It had a violation to sell in March to April, and the new trend was a buy here, and it's been trending up since. That is how I want you to think about trend lines. It's pretty simple. Believe your eyes. So here's Bank of America. I'll just show you Bank of America for all the data for Bank of America. So here we go. This is interesting. I'll take this line like this. Again, uptrend, connecting the lows. All right, right like that. That looks good. I like that line right there. I'll ignore that because it's already happened. This was an uptrend for Bank of America. So that was great. And then in 2009, we had the financial crisis. Lo and behold, we have a violation. So we have a new trend, a new trend, a new trend. I need a line. Down she comes, right there. New trend. It's a downtrend. It's quite a significant drop because that was the financial crisis of 2009, where the banks almost all went out of business. So there's a downtrend. And now the current trend, starting in about 2000, I can even make it come over here because let's do that. Make it that low right there. That works. So I have a new violation right here where it went through the line. There's the violation. Now I am in an uptrend. This is, again, you don't have to do this for your company, but I'm just showing you the value of a trend line connecting two lows. So this is confirmation of where Bank of America is. It had for 86 to 2006, it had a massive rise in price from $6 to $55. Then we had a collapse from $55 to $2.50. It had a little bit of a bump. You ignore that. You can buy. You could have gotten a signal to buy in right here for Bank of America at $5, and it's been trending up into the 20s and 30s. That is how we use trend lines. That is what I expect to do for you to do. And then you're just going to summarize. Tell me, what is the current market trend? Have there been any violations? And what is the status of the current stock price in relationship to that trend line? That is what I expect you to do with your trend lines for your individual companies.